very best darts you'll see anywhere.
In a World Grand Prix that's coming to you live from that Citywest, Dublin! Let's meet our players with 7 world titles between them. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome from the Netherlands, the 5-time champion of the world, Raymond and Barney, and the former back-to-back 2-time champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, Jackpot, Adrian,
Genuine excitement about this one. A 2-time world champion against a 5-time world champion. Barney in 2 finals, 2008, 2009. He's never lifted the Grand Prix trophy. Neither has Adrian Lewis, finalist in 2010 when he lost to James Wade. Let's get our commentators in place. Wayne Marden and Rod Studd.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, little doubt in my mind that this is the tie of the second round. Great Dutchman, Raymond van Barneveld, the doyen of Dutch darts, against the 2-time world champion Adrian Jackpot Lewis, showing signs of his very best form in the first round. A serene performance in a high-quality tussle against Jelle Klaassen. And the feature was of both these players' first-round matches, monstrous roof-raising outshots, 157 and 116 Lewis, and 130 and 164 for Barney, and that was a biggie, wasn't it, in every sense, in a crucial stage against the King, Mervyn King.
It was indeed. The big finishes just kept coming. These two so familiar with each other's games. Barney on a little roll against Adrian, won the last 3. They've met 50 times, 30-20 to RVB. What will the outcome of this be? Benito van der Pas awaits in the quarter-final. Adrian Lewis, if he does win this and then beats Benito, he'll have knocked out 3 Dutchmen. His way to the semi-finals, possibly.
Talk about Benito. He's actually getting very close to moving ahead of Raymond van Barneveld in the world rankings. Van der Pas 17th, Van Barneveld 13th now. Already below Klaassen and Michael van Gerwen. It could be that not very long from now that Raymond van Barneveld will be classified as the 4th best Dutch darts player in the world.
And if Vincent van der Voort puts a little spurt on it, he could go above him as well.
Oh, there's a spurt from Jackpot. Yeah, this is going to be, I think, a real tasty tussle.
They met in the first round last year, where Adrian won that. Barney didn't play that great in that match. Adrian Lewis been putting in a lot of practice recently. Let's see if all the effort pays dividends.
There's one. There's 2. Come on! Oh. Wow. What an opening statement of intent that would have been. A leg that included a 180, and it could have included a big fish outshot to boot.
60.
Standard for Adrian Lewis. Double 8.
Game shown the first leg.
Great start. 14-dart leg.
Oh, Barney, sublime. Backed by the Blarney army tonight.
Very good.
In Dublin. Unlucky, look at those. Ah, that's a lovely utilisation of the lie.
Says a lot about Adrian Lewis's action right now. Just second and third darts following the previous one. There's Keith Della. That is Adrian Lewis's manager.
134.
Well, repeat of a World Championship classic as well. This match. After Van Barneveld's Rocky Balboa style run to the semis.
Outrageous run, wasn't it? Adrian beat
60.
Raymond 6-3 in the World Championship semi-finals. Played each other in the Premier League as well. Barney looking for a 60.
50.
He's trying to leave 170 again. To level the game, 20 tops. Started this leg with a 152. Can he finish it with a 60? Yes, he can.
80.
Well, before start of play tonight, Michael van Gerwen 6-4 on to win this tournament for the third time, and Lewis and Van Barneveld, rather largely due to the fact that they're playing each other both at tasty odds. Lewis 12-1 and Barney 25-1.
Forever unfenced, Barney. He keeps those bookies quiet every now and again. Crops up. Wins a Grand Slam, wins a Premier League. Oozes class.
95.
And of course, there are both in the opposite half of the draw to the odds-on favourite and #1 seed, Michael van Gerwen.
Seems to be a focus about Adrian this week. Not taking anything for granted, you can see that. Even he's mentioned the fact that, yes, he is so blessed with the ability, but he's still got to make it work. It's a whole throw, 126, 57. Needs a 57.
54.
Well, he'll be disappointed. He'd have fancied to get one treble from the first two darts, to at least get a shot at bull that he missed, remember, for the 170. Break a throw, though, for RBB.
Barney set up the 136 to leave tops, and then first dart. That was emphatic. What a couple of visits for Barney.
112.
The starting in this match has been simply superb.
101.
The best that we've seen in the tournament from two players simultaneously.
Adrian started well in his first round match. Barney not so much.
59.
There's plenty of hundreds and 120s for AD against Jelle-Klassen. Tough old draw for Jackpot. But when he can play like that, it can make the toughest of draws seem so simple.
Well, the 180 there has turned the tide in this set, because Lewis now favourite to win on Barney's throw, and he would have the darts in the last leg.
75.
Good thinking that. 25 would have left 170, guaranteeing a finish. Barney should go bullseye.
105. Only require 145.
No finish. But Barney looking for something spectacular here. Would be to the set. He had a 164, remember, in his opening win against Mervyn King.
Brilliant setup from Adrian Lewis. Kind of feel that this has to go, otherwise the set could be going the way of Jackpot.
102.
For a break back, within a couple of darts or so, Adrian could be favourite to win this set. He is now.
No question. It was the 180 midway through the leg that got him in front, afforded the opportunity to have 3 darts at tops. He used a lot. Now he's got the same target in mind. You don't want to. There's no need to carry on firing at that. I don't get it, because there's 19 other doubles on the board, 20 if you count the bull. Why throw at a target which is clearly partially obscured?
I can only assume that he liked the dart above and was trying to use it as a barrier. That's all I can assume. My opinion, yes, he should have moved. Barney in that previous leg started with 112 as well.
Well, that was the first time that they failed to get away with the first 3. But Lewis has redressed that situation to some tune.
If you are going to fail to get away, you do really then want to kick him with 160. Got himself out of bother.
Just look at the approach of Adrian Lewis here, the concentration, the focus. Really does look in the zone there, doesn't he? It's a very, very different Adrian Lewis. You know, we see him sometimes and his mind is clearly wandering, but tonight, no, not a bit of that. Great to see.
It is.
97.
Realises that when he focuses, he is a world beater.
83.
Back-to-back world champ, 2011 and 12. And this tournament, in my opinion, was the catalyst for all his success. 2010, he got beaten in the final, but that was his first major final he'd ever appeared in. And he lost to James Wade. Just a couple of months later, he was the world champ. Looking to set this up. That's a great dart. Got to go 54 to leave 24.
92.
Well, now the Van Barneveld signature shot, the 156.
But there was a slight slip from Adrian in the previous visit. Missed the 18, makes it slightly more difficult. Double 18. And his time for the set.
30.
So 2 darts to win the first set, Adrian Lewis.
20 for double 18, you'd think here. Oh, double 9, awkward switch.
30.
Well, both men have missed 2 darts for the set.
Only required 36.
He fancies this. Oh my. Double 9. Use the barrel possibly.
18.
Wow, drama in Dublin.
Only required 18.
Well, it's like darting musical chairs. Who will have a dart in the double when the music stops? Oh, Barney, Barney, Barney. 1 dart at double 4. And that is the dart that wins the first set for the big Dutchman. Lewis missed 5 darts at double to win it. Barney missed 3, but in the end, RBB took out double 4, and he leads 1-0. This is going to be a cracker. Join us for set 2 in a couple of minutes.
Welcome back to Dublin. It's Adrian Lewis. Missing darts to win the first set. Agonisingly close. What can you do? That's what you can do. Barney faffed around for a bit and then gets it. Relieved, you could say. It's a good first set. Benito van der Pas earlier beat Terry Jenkins. Kim Huybrechts with fabulous performance against Stephen Bunting. Gary Anderson did what he does. Beat Kyle Anderson 3-1, and Adrian Lewis is currently a set down for the 5-time world champ. Both former runner-ups here. They know how to get to the final, get to win one. There's plenty more darts in this match yet before one of them will claim a place in the quarter-final against Benito van der Pas.
Well, incidentally, that Kim Huybrechts victory over Stephen Bunting, Huybrechts dispatched Bunting in 22.5 minutes flat. This is going to be a much more elongated contest, one feels. But now Lewis, for the second time in the match, has failed to get away with his first 3 arrows.
Yeah, but the first time he missed, he then hit 160. So I'm just assuming. Oh.
Well, he comes up dry again. And you can never say a leg is over until it's over, but wow, I fancy myself to win this one from here.
I've watched you play. I wouldn't fancy you to win any leg of darts. We've had one whitewash earlier this evening. First one of the tournament. Gary Anderson inflicted that on Kyle. The painful thing for Adrian was that he had 5 darts to win the first set, and now he's chasing the second set already. It's all going wrong for Jackpot.
Well, it's a great point you make, because he missed 5 at the back end of that last set at double to win it. He just missed 12. He's missed 17 consecutive darts at double. Can Barney give him the brush off? Yes, and Adrian Lewis brushed off without even troubling the scorers. Well, this is incredible. Well, this streak of missed doubles is reaching stratospheric proportions. 2 more. 14, 19 consecutive missed darts at double from Adrian Lewis.
Yeah, he's got to settle himself down here.
Adrian Lewis looked so good, didn't he, for 4 legs? Well, more than that way, 4.5, 4 3/4, if you will. And then suddenly he capitulated on the outer ring at the right at the time when it mattered most, 5th leg of the first set.
Well, he wanted the 66. But it's easy to say in hindsight, but he wanted 78 left with 1 dart in hand of that previous throw, and hit a treble 4 instead of an 18 that would have left 60. Then after that, we know what happened. It became a bit of a mess. But he's just got to refocus and get on with the task in hand instead of thinking, I should have been a set up. Easier said than done. Back upstairs, looking to leave 170. And does. But Barney still has the advantage in this leg, in the set and in the match. Brilliant.
Well, the first leg of the match, He got the 2 treble 20s, and he missed the ball. This time he misses the second phase of the attempt. Now he's in danger of going 2 down in the set.
Yeah, and then Barney to throw for the second set in double quick time. Double 16. This is his starting double.
32.
Well, I fancied him to get it. His eyes were like lasers, but he missed. Oh, good dart, Adrian. Double 16. Good. Well, you may well look like that, Adrian. Double 8. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And again, he's created the opportunity and not taken it.
Yeah, I do believe the first double 16 kind of put him off with the double 8 because it was so far away. He's in trouble here, Adrian Lewis. Keith not looking too happy.
Well, it's extraordinary, really, because he was really looking very, very good. As you mentioned, for almost all that first set, didn't win it, has started this set poorly, and his average has somehow subsided down to 75 and bits.
Yeah, well, when you do get,
of course,
brushed.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
But it really, you couldn't have seen that coming, could you?
I did, yes. Well, Adrian might be seeing this coming because Barney's inflicting all kinds of pain now. Starts off with 112, then a 180, a set to the good, and 2 legs up. The last leg of that first set, where Adrian Lewis missed 5 darts at a double, has changed everything.
Barney is buzzing.
Such a good front runner. He loves having the upper hand in a darts match. Hates being behind, mind, but there you go.
120.
Well, the bounce out doesn't put him out of finishing range. Anything would have been handy, even 20. But Barney looking at 72 here for a 2-zip advantage in sets. Double 16 for a whitewash set.
56.
And Lewis left with some crumbs from the 5 times world champions table.
Looking like Barney is going to win 4 legs on the bounce.
65. Raymond will require 60.
Will he give Adrian another chance? No, is the answer. And Adrian Lewis is in trouble. I go back to the 5th leg of that first set. It's all changed since then. Adrian Lewis is now averaging 78, Barney 91. This is at the moment one-way traffic. Can 80 turn it round? The darts in Dublin, and that is the dart that put Barney 2 sets up against Adrian Lewis. Adrian Lewis seems to have let the result of the first set bother him. He's in trouble, 2-0 down. Benito van der Pas is through to the quarter-final. The winner of the match currently on Adrian Lewis and Barney will play him. Kim Ibrex through, stunning performance. Gary Anderson through, 3-1 over Kyle Anderson. It was all going so well for Adrian. He left himself 66 in that first set. Missed it, and since then he's failed to win a leg after Barney took that second set 3-zip. But it's kind of a capitulation at the moment. He's got to resettle and refocus and get some belief back. Barney's playing a real solid game, so that's going to be easier said than done.
112.
Third 112 start in this match, and a 152 for Barney.
60.
beautiful from Barney. Serene, smooth, silky from the Dutchman.
Great reply. Adrian knows if he can just keep some pressure applied, Barney may start thinking about it. Doesn't look like it right now. Things change. We've seen that already. Brilliant. Magnificent. Number 4, the Jackpot. For a break of throw, though, because he's hardly put a foot wrong, RVB, in this leg.
Well, last time he went for treble 20, this time he went for treble 12. He ends up on tops, and he finishes tops. They all come alive to Barney. Well, 7 out of 14 on double. Even as you recall, 3 of those misses were at that leg, that 5th leg, the one that appears so important, that won the first set. So they didn't really count in the end of any relevance. But I tell you what, Wayne, you mentioned it, you alluded to it earlier on in the match, that Barney every now and again has a week that's an absolute Brahma. The Grand Slam of Darts, the night of the Premier League finals, when he beat Taylor and Van Gerwen in back-to-back games. Somehow, every now and again, the great Dutchman plays like the best player in the world.
In the last 3 legs, Raymond has started 112, 112, 152 with a 72 finish and a 180. Averaging 96. It's just a performance that is hinged on hitting that double 4 in that first set.
Let's not forget also that just 10 months ago he produced a performance, Van Barneveld, that was good enough to defeat Michael Van Gerwen, averaging 105 in a World Championship game.
Over the best part of an hour and a half.
That's right.
It wasn't a short format.
97.
Good dart, the last dart.
Well, this is in his wheelhouse. 96, 60, 36. He's hitting trebles and doubles for fun. He will stay there. He's got such good weight of the dart right now, he felt he could just place one over the top.
Cannot afford to miss this dart. And that could be almost that. You almost feel that this is pretty close to a match dart for Van Barneveld. It won't win the match, but it would put him in an almost unassailable position. And in it goes. So Barney now, 1 leg away. He's won 6 consecutive legs of darts, and he needs 1 more to complete a walloping of Adrian Lewis. Something that looked barely conceivable when it was 2-all in the first set, and when Lewis was looking at doubles to win the first set. Oh, the old Mensa.
The starting has been just brilliant from Raymond. Really has. Really has. When he plays this well, it's hard to ever imagine him playing bad when he plays this well.
Well, this is the thing with Barney. We know that he doesn't play every event, and he doesn't run around Europe playing in every conceivable tournament. But when he plays like this, and you look at the world ranking, you see Van Barneveld 13th, it's just totally puzzling. The great Dutch darting enigma, Raymond Van Barneveld.
He's been winning tournaments since the mid-90s. He's 50 next April. The big 5-0. Still playing like this. Giving Adrian the best part of 19 years. He will leave a double, you feel, with this.
133.
Well, this will keep the big bad wolf from the door. But for how long? Well, he stops the run at 6 legs.
The way he started the last 4 legs, Raymond, it'd be hard to envisage him not getting away.
48.
It's the first time in 5 legs that Barney hasn't hit a double to start, then a treble in the combination. Fantastic starting.
120.
Lewis has to win the next 2 legs, and then after that, the next 2 sets. It would be one of the greatest comebacks in World Grand Prix history, because to be 2 sets to 0 down in a race to 3 and 2 legs down, wow, that's a long, long, long way back.
It is the great thing about set play. You can nick a set and then your opponent is 3 legs away from the finish line again, whereas at the moment he's only 185 points. So he's got the set play in his favour, but the trouble is Barney's averaging 96 and looking as cool as a cucumber. You just feel like he's going to leave tops, don't you? You just do. Magnifique!
Well, it has been just about as good as it gets in this format from Raymond van Barneveld in the last 2 sets. You're watching a world-class performer throwing world-class darts. And you're watching Raymond van Barneveld marching into the quarter-finals with the most majestic of performances to take Adrian Lewis apart on the Citywest stage and set up a Dutch darting derby against Benito van der Paas in the quarter-finals. And who knows, is this to be Barney's year in Dublin? Brilliant from Barney!
97.213 average from Barney, 53% on the doubles, 5/180s from Lewis, 85.3 average. Couldn't live with Barney. 3-0 victory for the great Dutchman. Benito van der Paas doing a job on Terry Jenkins. Kim Huybrechts convincing win over Stephen Bunting, and Gary Anderson through as well. Wednesday looks pretty special. Alan Norris, the man who knocked out Michael Smith, kicks off the night against Simon Whitlock. Brendan Dolan, the Irish ace, who knocked out the 5th seed Peter Wright, takes on Dave Chisnell. Steve West against Daryl Gurney, and mighty Michael Van Gerwen against James Wilson. Draw looks like this: Van Gerwen, James Wilson, Alan Norris, Simon Whitlock. Brendan Dolan, Dave Chisnell. Winner of that faces Steve West or Daryl Gurney. The quarter-finals confirmed: Gary Anderson against Kim Huybrechts, Benito van der Paas against Raymond van Barneveld. Let's hear from Barney now, talking to law.
Barney, congratulations. That looked like a very solid performance. Turning point, perhaps, that first set?
Yeah, of course. A couple of missed doubles in the last leg of the first set. The second set, I keep him under pressure every single time. You know, he hit a couple of 180s, but I was crucial on the finishes. And later on, after that first set, I was playing good. I don't know the average at the end, but I was feeling comfortable. I was never ever nervous, not one single moment in the game. And you know, I played Adrian so many times, but it's always hard to play a top 8 player. You know, he's fantastic, but tonight it was my night. 97.2
average for you, the highest at this stage so far in the tournament.
Very pleased with that. It was a solid game, you know. You know, I got back to the old phase 1 dart, and it feels good. It feels good in my head, and I've got so natural throw, and they go in. Every time I said to myself, I'm using the earplugs now, so I'm blocking the crowd a bit for 75–80%. Every time I said, keep on putting this double 16 or double 14 in and put him under pressure, and that's what I did. And of course, sometimes you have to be lucky in the game, especially that 5th leg in the last set. Yeah, that helped a lot, of course. if you go back 1-0 down or 1-0 up, that makes a lot of difference.
Barney Army were in great song tonight, though. You couldn't hear them.
Well, finally, I give them a game, you know.
We love you, Barney!
Still there? Blame me.
Congratulations. Good luck in the next round. Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks. Cheers.
Thumbs up from Barney. The high fives from the crowd. He's in a good place. 97.213 to average. 53% on the doubles. Much higher than Adrian Lewis. 180s 1-5 to Lewis. Highest out 72. 53% on the doubles. 4 legs won against the throw. Rod Harrington's here. Very impressive from Raymond van Barneveld.